You're welcome to News Insights. We are talking about Kemi Badenoch again. She's doubling down. Well, maybe because of her experiences. Hello, guys. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Yeah, Kemi Badenoch is at it again. And, all she's talking about is about conservative values. And in her address, she was saying that if you're not conservative about what you have, you are going to lose it. And again, we can't separate ourselves from our experiences. She now referred back to Nigeria, how Nigeria is still a terrible place, and how she had to use her father's last £100 to travel. And a lot of Nigerians are coming out again that this lady can't leave us alone. Her experiences, talking about her experiences, do you see it as a persecution or as not being patriotic? Or she should forget about talking about Nigeria because she's not going to project Nigeria in good light?
Thank you very much. You see, in your opening speech, you said it all. A man is the product of his experience.
Yes.
Badenoch was in Nigeria. She left Nigeria at the age of 16.
16 years.
The father was a Briton and came back to Nigeria after making money because the father believed in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But in the process, he lost everything he had to the point that they were left with £100. And this is what the father used to take them back to Britain for a better life.
Yeah.
All she's saying in her speech is this, that look, I had this experience in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Nigeria was a wealthy nation, but because they didn't conserve what they have,
yes,
inflation came and took everything away from them. The wealthy people became poorer and poorer. Mm-hmm. That if we are not careful, we will fall to the same trap that Nigeria fell into. So the Britons should be mindful of that. They've always said experience is the best teacher.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong in what she said. If Nigeria feels so strong about what she said, then we should look inward and see what we can do to correct our mistakes.
Okay, Kingsley.
Yeah.
Why do we have banks? Why do we have storehouses? It's all conservatism. It's all about trying to conserve something. Why do we have management principle? Why do you earn your salary and not go to club that night and spend all? Why do you earn your salary and you don't, even for kindness, you don't buy everybody drink or buy everybody food with your salary? Why do we do those conservative measures? Because we don't want to fall down. We don't want to experience failure again. How do you see Kemi's projection of conservatism vis-a-vis stemming from the experience she personally had as non-patriotism?
Well, sometimes I just feel we don't like the truth. And the truth is what will set us free. The Bible already said it. It said this truth will make you free. It will break the chains and help you to grow.
But some people are seeing it as castigation of Nigeria.
No, not castigation. We should look at the experience what we have. Do you like the way the country is? I mean, there's hunger there, things are not working, no growing of infrastructure. I mean, it's bad. Democracy that we say we have is in shambles. We are seeing our politician rubbish the whole thing on the mud. We can't go like that. For example, let's look at the things he talked about. He said, I have relations in Nigeria that used to be rich.
Yes.
Now they have become poorer and poorer. Then he said, I left with my father's last £100 out of Nigeria. Imagine she didn't make good of herself.
Yes.
Then let's look at other things she's talking about. She said, if you don't conserve what you have, other people will come and take it. Are we not seeing it? Look at the Indians, look at the Chinese, look at other nationals coming to our country. Take what we have to develop their own. We have Julius Baja, for example. All they do is that they bring everything from their country. The whole money is repatriated to their country. And other construction company, we have Shell, we have Chevron. That's all that they do in this country. How long are we going to continue?
Now, like I told them the other time, Kemi is just one person.
Yes.
Why are Nigerians feeling aggrieved? If the other 200 million, for example, in her last address, she said larger number of police were armed robbers.
Yes.
She said they don't know how to police. Okay.
She had experience.
She had experience.
Yes.
Now, I was telling people, since Kemi is just one person,
yes,
and we have millions upon millions of Nigerians. If our own experience with Nigerian police is different, if our own experience with Nigerian government is different, if our own experience with Nigerian INEC is different, if our own experience with Nigerian budgetary system is different, why can't we say it? We have million voices. What is preventing people on those million voices? And they are anchoring on Kemi's one voice.
You see, it's not like he said, Nigeria hate the truth. Nigerians are sycophants. They believe in hypocrisy. That is not patriotism. Kemi is a patriotic Nigerian. From her speech, she wants Nigeria to grow. Kemi is not against Nigerians.
Because there's this they say, spare the rod and spoil the child.
Kemi is not even against Nigeria. It's against those who manage the resources of Nigeria, which is the Nigerian government. Kemi had not said that it was Nigeria that mismanaged Nigeria, that made Nigeria to do. They said the Nigerian government had mismanaged our resources. And that was
you are not government, they say Nigerian leaders.
Yes, and they use the instrument of government to impoverish the people.
So what is wrong in what she has said? So like you said, it is because this voice is more than a million voices. That's why they are being taken to their roots.
So, now, but Kingsley, in most cases, you hear people talk about balancing statement, balance. Sure, as a matter of fact, some are going to bash you here for not balancing it. How do you balance of truth? Do you so do you have to force yourself to tell a lie to balance?
If I say you have white beards,
yes,
am I correct?
No, you balance it by saying I have plenty.
You have plenty.
That blacks. So why are people?
Because we don't want to face the truth. For example, how are they important? Look, don't forget, she has information.
Because a lot of people are accusing her
because
not talking about the good things about Nigeria.
What are the good things? What are the good things?
She has information that a lot of us don't have. Don't forget, as the leader of the conservative in the UK, she's knows a lot of things. She grew to be there. She didn't just find herself there. She had information of so many things. For a Nigerian, full-fledged Nigerian, to be leader of the Torah party in the UK, she got there by merit. Now, she knows that there are a lot of Nigerians that have houses in the UK. She knows. It's not that maybe there's speculation. She knows. She knows that a lot of Nigerian entrepreneurs hire foreigners. For example, Dangote employs a lot of foreigners.
And now, Kemi is probably, to advise people from your own personal experience, is probably the highest level of sincerity.
Yes.
Okay. Would Nigerians, those who are against Kemi, would they wish Kemi advise in the UK Parliament?
Let me say something.
Based on...
Okafor, the way you are saying it is not the way it is.
Okay.
Nigerians are not against Kemi. It's the government that is touching.
No, there are quite a few. There are quite a few Nigerians who were also bashing Kemi.
Most of them, you have them as APC members.
Okay, now let's Philip help us make of this.
Yes.
Isn't she patriotic to UK by sincerely telling them where she doesn't want them to go? She doesn't want their government to be like Nigerian government. Is that not patriotism? Does she have to balance it by telling lies about Nigeria?
You see, like I said before, Kemi has experienced what we know as poverty and bad government in Nigeria. She left Nigeria because she wanted a good life, and she found it in the UK, and she has been enjoying it, and they found out that you can grow on your merit and your hard work. And she found out that the UK, the way they are going, they are degenerating. She doesn't want the same experience Nigeria she had in Nigeria to repeat itself.
So it counts for her as patriotic.
So she's very. That's where I'm going. Yeah. She's very patriotic to the British people and the British government, to the British citizens, because she wants their good. She wants that better life that people crave for, that people to come to UK to remain.
Now there's something I kiss like.
So there was no way you could have balanced it by saying that Nigeria is rich.
Truth itself is a balance.
It's a balance.
Exactly. That's it. If you have 20 people in a room discussing a matter and 20 of them are saying the truth, that is a balance naturally. Simple. Now I want to ask you something, Kingsley, so that you probably help us throw a light in this. Yes. Nigerians in Nigeria, though people were going back to what happened in 2013 where she was asking for Yoruba in UK votes, Nigerians didn't vote. Nigerians in Nigeria did not vote for Kemi.
Yes.
Why are they jeering about holding her accountable about her speech? She's addressing the UK Parliament. She's addressing the people that voted her. She's serving the interest of the people that voted her. What is wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with that. Now, number one, if I would tell you, Kemi is more patriotic than a lot of people that are talking about that she's not patriotic. Nigeria is not the only
But
country.
people like Aisha Yusuf, she's not in current government. That's why I say it's not only the current government that are angry about all her statements. There are a lot of Nigerians that are
That's
angry.
her opinion.
Someone like Aisha
The Aisha, does she like what's happening in Nigeria? You see, Kemi can decide not to talk about Nigeria and not to give example with Nigeria.
Yes.
I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
It's because of the Nigerianness in her.
Yes.
That's why she also wants you to Nigeria to shape up.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Yes.
A lot of people came that right inside Kemi innermost part of her mind.
There's a
She
heartbeat
wished
for Nigeria.
Nigeria was better.
Yes.
Yes. Do you see her voice like a wailing voice, wishing Nigeria was better?
Exactly. That's what I saw in the speech. That is exactly what the speech is all about.
If not, why she
I
always
wish
making? Yes.
my country of birth
Can be like
better.
this.
How I wish the government can just turn a new leaf and do this right. That's what all she's saying.
She doesn't want us to be frivolous.
If Nigeria is a country where you get to government by merit, Kemi will not want to stay a second.
Okay, let's try to do this. We're Africans. There is an adage that when you flog a child with the right hand,
You use the other one to
drag
hold
him
up.
side with
Yes.
the left hand. If Kemi really, let me put it to you, if Kemi really wish Nigeria is better, or Nigeria was better, or Nigeria becomes better,
Yes.
don't you think it's high time she also try to marshal? Now she has a voice, she has the mic.
Yes.
To marshal a kind of, it can be statements, it can be more, it's easy to condemn, but profiling solution is more useful. Don't you think it's high time now she anchors on this her voice to kind of make suggestions, make conference for the purpose of Nigeria, galvanize people, get Nigeria. Let it be that I gave advice, they didn't take it.
Okay, well, let's take our voice as most of our statements as rhetorics. Let's take her statements as rhetorics. She doesn't want us to go in the way that we are
But can
going.
she have a kind of outline?
Because it has not been, you see, don't forget, she has also not gotten to the peak of where she wants to be.
Okay.
The peak of where she wants to be is to become the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Okay.
And that will be a landmark, both for Nigeria and
for herself.
But at any point, I do know Nigerians are going to value some pathway to success.
Yeah, those pathways, most of the time, when you get to see it is the fact that when she gets to where she is going, right, she can now make other foreign policies and be stringent on Nigerian government and implementators of these policies.
Okay.
In addition, that your question you asked, whether if there's a way Kemi can proffer advice on Nigeria, I would say that is what he's already doing.
Okay.
Because if somebody is telling you your wrongs, he's telling you this you are doing is wrong, change your way. That's
But maybe the new way to change.
Yes.
So you can also
It
make
is clear. You are not doing things right.
Yeah.
So you must know how to. You see other government doing things right. You travel all over the world.
Is Nigeria the only bad?
I think that's what we are going to pick.
Is Nigeria the only bad government?
No, it's not.
In Africa?
No.
So why she always mentioning
not.
it?
So
Because he wanted to do things
yes,
right.
he wants them to be right.
So she's already
I
advising
think
them.
there's something you just said. Yes. On your pathway to success, you don't have to stop on every bus stop.
Exactly.
Kemi may not be able to stop at every bus stop until she probably gets there. And along the line, the Nigerian government have other governments to look at. Like we said it the other day, South Africa conducted the election. One day, we can start from
And there's
there,
no court.
so that we don't have to deploy federal might into any place to show federal might for evil.
The head of their DCD say go to court.
What is federal might for?
For development.
So
Not for oppression.
I think that'll be our takeaway. They can look at other government, they can look what they are doing and see to what Kemi is saying rather than think she's not patriotic.
Yes.
I think that's our takeaway for this moment. This is still News Insights and we will be right back. Thank you for watching.